Hello, everyone, and welcome to Battle Axe. I'm Joey Danya from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. We're excited to bring you 8 matches in today's competition for axe throwing, and this is just week 1 of an 8-week season leading up to our postseason. The first 7 weeks will decide the seeding for the double elimination postseason tournament. For much more on the rules of axe throwing, we're going to throw it down to Eric Scheisel.
Hi everyone, welcome to Bustin Axe. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time watching an axe throwing season, we've got the board right here to explain it for you. If you touch the line, you get the points awarded, and the game is played with 10 throws. Highest score at the end of the game wins. Now after 4 throws, each player will have to elect whether or not they want the kill shot. Those shots are worth 8 points if you can get it. It's worth nothing if you miss that shot. So if you're on your 10th throw, it's you or die. It might be time to pick up a kill shot. You'll see us elect those as you throw. Now those throwers, they must connect with the target, and you need to be able to read on both sides of the blade to score those points. So this would be considered a bullseye in the red. Up here, way outside, that's still 1 point awarded to the thrower. The throwers must throw and wait for the judge to announce the score before crossing that line to pick up their axe, or it is considered a fault.
Thank you, Eric. And just to reiterate a little bit more on scoring, it's all about where that blade lands. If you can see red on both sides of the blade, that is a bullseye. As for the footfalls, once again, it's just the players simply cannot cross that line until the official has scored both axes. This, once again, is an 8-week season, the first of 8 weeks. That 8th week will be the double elimination postseason. The first 7 weeks will decide the seeding for that postseason tournament. Now for today's matchup. We're excited to bring you this one. It is Matt Bradshaw taking on a guy who looks a little familiar, Eric Scheisel. Going to be throwing axes here in this first round, and we are just about set to go here with the first of 8 competitions today. Appears to be a bullseye for Matt Bradshaw, and we'll wait on the ruling.
Eric 4.
So it is
Matt
indeed
6.
a bullseye for Matt Bradshaw. He takes a 6-4 lead over Eric Scheisel. Another bullseye for Matt Bradshaw.
Okay. 0. Eric. Matt.
And that was a footfall for Eric Scheisel. He got a little jumpy there, crossed the line before the official had scored. So a 0 for Eric Scheisel, and now a significant lead for Matt Bradshaw. The first miss in terms of not getting a bullseye for Matt Bradshaw, and you could see the disappointment there.
Eric 4. Matt 4.
But no ground lost. It's a 4 for Scheisel as well. So now a 16-8 lead for Matt Bradshaw heading into the 4th throw. Looks like a couple of bullseyes here.
Eric 6.
It
Matt
is a 4
4.
for
This is
Matt
the 5th
Bradshaw.
throw.
So
Kill
Eric
shot
Scheisel closing the gap
Eric,
a little
kill
bit.
shot.
It's now a
Matt,
20-14 game. And it looks like Scheisel lands the kill shot. So all of a sudden, this one getting very interesting.
Eric 8.
It's a 4 for Matt Bradshaw. So Scheisel able to gain 4 points there on his 5th throw with the kill shot. It's now a 24-22 advantage for Matt Bradshaw. The 6th throw appears to be a couple of bullseyes for both competitors.
Matt 6. Eric 6.
So it remains a 2-point lead for Matt Bradshaw, 30-28 with 4 throws to go. Matt Bradshaw lining up his 7th throw. Appears to be a bullseye. It's awfully close. We'll have to wait on the ruling.
Oh, close. Matt 4.
It's a couple of 4s. So Bradshaw keeping his 2-point advantage, 34-32 Just 3 throws to go here for Matt Bradshaw and Eric Scheisel.
Got that one. That's close.
Very close.
Right? Good check. What's score at?
You 32, Matt 34.
Matt 6, Eric 4.
Matt Bradshaw fired up for a bullseye to give him a 4-point advantage now, 40-36 with just 2 throws remaining here in our first of 8 competitions. Matt Bradshaw just missing on a bullseye there.
Matt 4.
Eric Scheisel also throwing a 4, so it's a
This is your 10th
4-point
throw.
lead for Matt Bradshaw heading into the final throw. We'll see if
Kill shot?
Scheisel absolutely going
Eric,
for the
yes.
kill
Matt,
shot.
yes.
Matt Bradshaw lining up his final shot.
Matt 0.
So
Eric
Bradshaw
0.
just missing the kill shot, but Scheisel missing it as well. And so Matt Bradshaw, the victor over Eric Scheisel, 44-40 was the final. And the difference in this one really was that footfall on the second throw for Eric Scheisel, the 0, proving to be too much to overcome for Eric Scheisel. You can't help but wonder what could have been for Eric Scheisel. We'll have much more Battle Axe coming up right after this. Welcome back to Battle Axe. I'm Joey Danya here at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. We just saw Matt Bradshaw defeating Eric Scheisel 44-40. It was the footfall on Scheisel's second throw that likely ended up costing him the match. We're excited to bring you our second matchup of 8 in just a moment here from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range. Let's head down and meet today's competitors. First up, we have Casey Nines, and Casey is going to be taking on Hannah Brussel here at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range, and we are just about set to go, and we're underway. And it's a footfall for
Right,
Hannah Brussel.
Casey 4, Hannah footfall 0.
A 0 for Brussel, her foot crossing the line a little too soon.
Hannah footfall 0, Casey 4.
Another footfall for Hannah Brussel. So a couple of zeros here, but
Practice on that, but
every
now
point
we've got
matters
Hannah,
here
3,
at
Casey,
Battle
4.
Axe. The points are going to be the most significant indicator of seeding at the end of the season. So while this deficit may be too much for Brussel to overcome, every point she can get here is going to help her down the line.
All right.
Very close here.
Casey 4, Hannah 3.
It's a 4 for Nines.
Your 5th throw.
His 4th
shot?
consecutive 4 to build a 16-6
No.
lead. And now it's time for the kill shots, and both competitors declining the option.
Right. Hannah
Nines
3,
with his first bullseye of the day.
Casey 6. Nice bullseye.
Good job, guys. Woo-hoo. Good job.
Nice.
So Nines now out to a 22-9 advantage. Players will now switch sides as we get set for the second half. Another bullseye
Right. Hannah
for Casey
4,
Nines.
Casey bullseye at 6.
And it's a 4 for Hannah Brussel. She's starting to find a little rhythm after those first couple of footfalls.
Hannah 4, Casey 6.
Nines really locked in another bullseye, his 3rd consecutive bullseye. He now has a 34-17 advantage. Just 3 throws to go here. That's awfully close for another bullseye for Nines. Brussel shaking her head. She seems a little upset with the throw, but it's
Hannah
close to a bullseye.
4, Casey 6.
It's a 4 for Brussel. She's smiling. She's laughing. You can tell she's having fun out there, and win or lose, she's got a big smile on her face. Another bullseye for Casey Nines. He is locked in right now.
Don't breathe.
Hannah, 3. Casey, 6. This is 10th? Okay.
So 5 consecutive bullseyes for Casey
10th
Nines.
row,
You have
kill
to
shots.
wonder what he ate for breakfast this morning because
Hannah, you
he's playing at a
are
really high level right now. 46-24
24,
Nines
Casey,
heading into the
46.
final frame. And neither player opting to go for the kill shot here.
Nice shooting, guys. Hannah, that's a 4. Casey, 4.
So the match ends with a couple of 4s for Casey Nines and
Casey,
Hannah Brussel.
48 for the win. Nice shooting,
So
guys.
it's Casey Nines, the victor over Hannah Brussel, 50-28. An impressive score for Casey Nines. He really finished strong with 5 consecutive bullseyes there to put up the best score we've seen of the day with 50. Hannah Brussel off to a slow start with a couple of footfalls, but she finished nicely. And now we're going to throw it down to Matt Bradshaw, who earlier defeated Eric Scheisel 44-40. Matt's going to tell us about his goals for the season.
The goal for my league this year is, again, it's not about the wins or losses. It's being the consistency and the bullseyes and the accuracy of the kill shots. If I happen to, come out with a winning record, great. One of my personal goals here is to throw a perfect game this season of 64, and I'm currently hoping to try and do that.
All right, thank you, Matt. We are here at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range, excited to bring you our 3rd of 8 matches here today, and we're going to have Matt Bradshaw back in action. It's going to be a battle of unbeatens. Matt Bradshaw taking on Casey Nines here in our 3rd matchup of the day, and we are all set to go here. Throw number 1 on the way.
Okay, all right.
Matt
So,
Bradshaw,
Matt
very
Bradshaw,
disappointed
3,
in his
Casey,
first throw. A rare
4.
3 for Matt Bradshaw. It's a 4 for
That
Casey
might be-
Nines
was that your first
to take
3
the
of
early
season?
1-point
That's a hard
advantage. Awfully close to a bullseye there
Right,
for Nines,
Casey, that's
and it is
6.
indeed a
Matt
bullseye.
Bradshaw, 4.
A 4 for Matt Bradshaw. So Casey Nines now with a 3-point advantage, 10-7 here after a couple of throws. Appears to be a couple of bullseyes for both
Casey,
competitors.
6. Matt.
Indeed it is, so it remains a 3-point lead for Casey Nines, 16-13 over Matt Bradshaw. These two unbeatens going head-to-head after getting victories earlier here today.
Matt, that's a 6.
A 6 for Matt Bradshaw
Casey.
and a
4.
4 for Casey Nines. So now it is a
fifth
1-point
shot. You guys
game,
want a kill shot?
and it's time to decide if they want to go for the kill shot.
Okay, that puts the score at 20 to Casey, 19 Matt Bradshaw.
Neither player going for the kill shot.
Casey, that's a 6. Matt Bradshaw hugging the corner with 4.
And a just miss on a bullseye for Matt Bradshaw. So it's a 4 for Matt Bradshaw and a bullseye for Casey Nines, who now has a 3-point lead. As we are halfway home, they will switch sides as we get set for the second half. Throw number 6 on the way.
Right, Casey with 4. Matt Bradshaw, 6.
And a bullseye for Matt Bradshaw to start this
bullseye?
back half to make it now a 1-point game. Casey Nines clinging to a 30-29 lead with 4 throws to go. Throw number 7 on the way.
All right, Casey, 4. Matt Bradshaw, 6.
So it's a 4 for Casey Nines and a 6 for Matt Bradshaw, his second consecutive bullseye. He now takes the lead 35-34 after trailing this one by 3. Wow. A third consecutive bullseye, it appears, for Matt Bradshaw.
Right.
Indeed
Casey,
it is.
6. Matt Bradshaw,
We all know
6.
that bowling has turkeys, and here in the WATL, we have unicorns. 3 consecutive bullseyes. It's a unicorn for Matt Bradshaw.
Right, Casey, that's a 4. Matt Bradshaw,
Another
6.
bullseye for Matt Bradshaw. He is really dialed in now. here in the back half of this matchup.
Right, total score right now, Matt Bradshaw, 47, Casey Nines, 44. Kill shots, guys?
Final
10th
throw.
row? No. Casey elects kill shot.
Casey
Matt
going
Bradshaw
for the
defers.
kill shot. Matt Bradshaw deferring. Casey comes up short.
Casey.
It'll be a victory for Matt Bradshaw.
Got to go for those. And a 4 for Matt Bradshaw. Nice shooting, gentlemen.
So Matt Bradshaw,
Nice
the victor, 51-44 over Casey Nines. Bradshaw off to a slow start, but he finished strong, and that's what matters most. The most impressive score we've seen today, 51 for Matt Bradshaw, the victor over Casey Nines with a 44. Much more Battle Axe coming up. Welcome back to Battle Axe. I'm Joey Danya here at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. Our second match of the day was Casey Nines, the victor over Hannah Brussel, 50-28, and Casey just came up short to Matt Bradshaw in our third match, 51-44. But Casey's going to be back for another match here, our fourth matchup of the day. It's going to feature Casey Nines taking on his competitor, Eric Scheisel. Look at that look. A guy who wants it badly. And we are set to go here. Our fourth matchup of the day. Good starting throw for both competitors.
Eric 4, Casey 6.
It's a bullseye for Casey Nines. And Eric Scheisel just missing a bullseye, so Casey Nines takes the 2-point advantage, 6-4, after the opening throw. Another bullseye for Casey Nines. It's awfully close there for Scheisel.
Casey 6, Eric 6.
Both throwing bullseyes here in the second throw. And you know what that means. A chance here for Casey Nines to get a unicorn. No unicorn there.
4. Yeah. Eric 4, Casey 4.
So a couple of 4s for Casey Nines and Eric Scheisel. Nines still holding on to that 2-point advantage, 16-14, heading into the fourth throw. Awfully close to a bullseye there. We'll have to wait on the ruling.
That's right. Yep. Casey 6, Eric 6.
It's a couple of bullseyes for Casey Nines and Eric Scheisel, and it's now time for both competitors to decide if they want to go for the kill shot.
Eric, yes. Casey, no.
Eric Scheisel going for the kill shot. Casey Nines declining the option with a 2-point advantage.
Casey 6, foot fault, Eric 0.
So it's a footfall for Eric Scheisel and a 0. Casey Nines with a bullseye. He takes an 8-point advantage heading into the second half.
Casey 4, Eric 6.
So Eric Scheisel off to a good start here in the second half of this one. A bullseye for Scheisel to close the gap a little bit to 32-26 as Casey Nines delivers a 4.
You guys are making it tough tonight, aren't you?
Couple of close ones here.
Casey 6, Eric 4.
It's a 6 for Casey Nines, a 4 for Eric Scheisel, so now it's back to an 8-point advantage for Casey Nines. Just 3 throws to go. Eric Scheisel's going to have to get hot and get some help to get back into this one.
That's what it is. Casey 4, Eric 6.
So it's a 4 for Casey Nines, a 6 for Eric Scheisel. He'll pick up a couple of points. It's now a 42-36 game with 2 throws to go here in Battle Axe.
Ooh, nice shot.
Eric Scheisel finishing strong
Casey
here.
4, Eric 6.
Another bullseye for Eric Scheisel.
This
He's
is a 10
closing
throw.
the gap.
Score
It's
is
now a 4-point
Casey
game
46,
heading into
Eric
the final
42,
throw.
10th shot,
Time
kill
to
shot.
decide on the kill shot.
Eric, yes.
It's
Casey, decline.
It's a yes for Eric Scheisel. No guts, no glory. So Eric Scheisel missing the kill shot. And it's going to be a victory for Casey Nines.
I think that's Eric. Foot fault 0. Casey 4.
So it's a footfall for Eric Scheisel.
Final
Casey
score,
Nines the victor.
Casey 50,
50 to
Eric
42, the final there. Casey Nines picking up his second victory of the day. A strong outing for Casey Nines, a 50, an impressive total there. We're going to throw it down now to Casey Nines to hear about his day in total. It's been a couple of victories for Casey Nines to just 1 loss.
The first game went pretty well. We had a lot of fun. It was a close game. Definitely working on trying to get more accuracy for my shots, especially my kill shots. Those are pretty tough to get because they're so small. So my games after that, I just continually working on trying to stay focused and work on those bullseyes and trying to not let the other person kind of psych me out on paying attention to those kill shots and bullseyes.
All right, thank you, Casey. An impressive performance from him. The second 50 that we have seen from Casey Nines today as he improves to 2-1. And we're going to get right into our next matchup here on Battle Axe. It's Hannah Brussel taking on Gina Fenstra. We're excited to bring you this one, and we are all set to go. First throw on the way here from Hannah Brussel, and now it's Gina Fenstra's turn. Missed it by that much.
Hannah, 4. Gina, 0.
So a 4 for Hannah Brussel, who, remember, earlier today got off to a shaky start, but a strong start here in her second matchup of the day against Gina Fenstra. And a much better throw here on throw number 2 from Gina Fenstra. It's a 4 for Fenstra and a 4 for Hannah Brussel. Now an 8-4 lead for Hannah Brussel after 2 throws. I don't know what they think is so funny. This is serious stuff.
All right, Gina, 4. Hannah, 4.
So a couple more 4s from Hannah Brussel and Gina Fenstra. Brussel maintaining her 4-point advantage after 3 throws. Best throw yet from Gina Fenstra.
4.
Just missing a bullseye.
Hannah, 4.
Hannah Brussel also just missing a bullseye.
All right, Gina at 12 and Hannah at 16. Fifth throw.
Time for
would
the
you
5th
like?
throw.
Kill shots. No? Okay.
And they are going to decline the option for the kill shot.
Gina for 2. Hannah for 3.
So
Switch
2
sides.
for Gina Fenstra, a 3 for Hannah Brussel. She has a 5-point advantage heading into the second half. Had it not been for that 0 in the opening frame, this one would be a nail-biter. The sweet taste of victory for Hannah Brussel. She's so close now she
Hannah,
can taste
6
it.
for the bullseye. Gina, 4 points.
Now a 7-point advantage for Hannah Brussel after her first bullseye of the day.
My little hesitation.
Right. Hannah, 4 points. Gina, 4 points.
A couple of 4s here in the 7th throws from Hannah Brussel and Gina Fenstra. A 7-point lead for Hannah Brussel with just 3 throws to go. She's very close to getting her first victory of the season. Great throw there from Gina Fenstra. Appears to be a bullseye.
Gina, 4 points.
Just missed it.
Hannah, go on.
That's a close one.
That is a
It's just a tip.
6 points. Good bulldog. Good bullseye. There you go. Nice shooting.
You can tell that meant a lot to Hannah Brussel. Pure elation from Hannah Brussel as she throws her second bullseye of the day. It's now a 9-point advantage with just 2 throws to go. Very close to a bullseye there again for Hannah Brussel.
Gina, 3 points.
We'll have to wait and see.
Hannah, 4 points. Look at that. Look.
Oh, no.
So
Hannah can
take a
hardly
look.
believe it.
It's good here.
I mean, it looks like
But
it's
it's
kind
not-
of bleeding over
but it's
there.
not
She's
good.
chirping back a little
Sorry.
bit. But it is indeed a 4.
It is. I mean, you're close. There you go. 10th
But
shot.
she has
Hold on.
really made drastic improvements
Hannah at
here from the
39, Gina at
opening
29.
match we
You
saw
wanna take kill
earlier
shots?
today.
No kill
She's
shots,
already
all right.
surpassed her point total from the first game, 39-29 with 1 throw to go.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Hannah for 1. Gina will take 2.
So Hannah Brussel
Nice shooting, ladies.
victorious
There we go.
for the
That'll
first
put-
time this season.
Hannah final score at 40. Gina
40
at
to
31.
31, the final score. And improvement's the name of the game. Hannah Brussel off to a slow start in her first match. She started things off with a couple of footfalls, and then she comes out here in her second matchup and puts up an impressive performance, 40 to 31. Much more Battle Axe coming up. Welcome back to Battle Axe. I'm Joey Danya here at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. We just saw Hannah Brussel get her first victory of the season after starting her day with a couple of footfalls. Hannah's really showed a lot of improvement. As long as she doesn't cross that line, things have been going well for Hannah Brussel.
So unfortunately, I lost a solid 8 points because I stepped over the line on accident before the judge went there. Just out of habit from previous games. But, you know, once I remembered to not step over, I picked up my game and I was able to get more points and kind of pick myself up from where I fell. And then the next game, I remembered not to step over the line and I did a lot better. My confidence boosted a little more once I got into a good rhythm.
With her confidence building, look out for Hannah Brussel. Congrats to Hannah on her first victory. We're excited to bring you our next matchup here on Battle Axe. It's Logan No, a new competitor today against another guy we've yet to see, Nate Kincaid.
Touch tips, sportsmanship.
They'll touch
Let's go.
tips, and we're ready to go. First throws on the way here for Nate Kincaid and Logan No.
Watch your foot. All right, Nate, 3. Logan,
So it's
0.
a 3 for Nate Kincaid. Logan No. Couldn't get that axe to settle into the wood. He'll try for a better result here on his second throw. Much better result there.
Oh, Logan, fault. You got to wait for the score,
But
man.
Logan No, once
Okay.
again,
So
with
Logan,
a footfall,
fault for 0.
just
Nate,
a little too
2 points.
excited here. You know, these guys wait so much for this moment, and you can tell the moment getting to Logan No a little bit. He's just really excited, but he's just going to have to wait to not cross that line.
Logan 4. Nate.
So Logan No
0.
on the scoreboard with a 4. And all of a sudden, we've got a nail-biter here between Nate Kincaid and Logan No. It's a 5-4 game. Big comeback there for Logan No with his third throw.
Right. Logan, drop. 0. Nate, 1.
So it's a 1 for Kincaid.
All right, 5th row, gentlemen.
No,
that puts Logan
unable to
at
get that
4
axe
and
to
Nate
stick
at
into the
6.
wood,
Guys
so
gotta
it's a
watch those
0. Time to
footballs.
decide if these guys
Focus on
want to
your
go
throw,
for the
take
kill
your
shot.
time. No
And they
kill
are
shots.
not going for the kill shot. They'll just go for points. And
There we go.
Looks
That's-
like a
that's
couple
what
of
we're talking about,
bullseyes.
boys. Logan, 6. Nate, and 6. Way to come back, guys. Get nice and warmed up. Gonna switch sides.
sometimes it just takes a few throws to get things going. And now Nate Kincaid and Logan No look for better results here on the second half with Kincaid leading by 2.
Right. Logan, 4. And Nate with a 3.
So it is a 4 for Logan No, a 3 for Nate Kincaid. It's a 1-point advantage for Nate Kincaid, just 4 throws to go. It doesn't get much better than this.
Right. Logan, 6. Nate, 4.
So a 6 for Logan No. He's really starting to get into a rhythm. His second bullseye in his last 3 throws. He now has a 20-19 advantage. Ooh, that axe just sticking into the wood. And he really needed it to.
Logan, good bullseye. That's 6
That's
points.
a bullseye for Logan No. And it couldn't come at a better time.
That's right. 4 points, Nate. There you
A
go.
4 for Nate Kincaid. We have an absolute thriller here. It's now 26-23. Logan No with the lead. 2 throws to go. Ooh, Heartbreak City. Those are the kind of things that
Logan
keep
is
you up at night.
4. And Nate with a 0. This will
A
be
0
10th
for
throw,
Nate
gentlemen.
Kincaid
Would you like kill
on
shots?
his 9th throw.
All right,
Just
Nate,
a
that puts you at
devastating
23,
moment
and Logan, you're at
as
30.
Logan No
Kill
now
shot?
has a commanding lead heading into the final throw. Had to go for it, and he comes up just short.
Yes. That is a 4 for Logan and 0 for Nate. Nice shooting, guys.
So Logan
Nice
No, the victor.
There we go.
Today, after a shaky start, a couple of zeros, Logan No responding with an impressive finish to get the victory over Nate Kincaid, 34-23. No's first victory of the season. Kincaid falling to 0-1 here on Battle Axe. And we're excited to bring you our next matchup. It is Lauren Novak taking on Jill Bushell. And you can tell she's excited to get this one going. We are all set for our next match. Throws underway.
Don't cross. 4 for Lauren and a 3 for Jill.
So it is a 4 for Lauren Novak and a 3 for Jill Bushell.
Right. So 4 for Lauren and 3 for Jill. Just barely. Jill, you've got that.
Jill just missing a 4. So Lauren Novak, a model of consistency thus far, a couple of 4s, and she's out to a 2-point advantage. Ooh, you can tell she's frustrated.
3 for Lauren and 4
It's
for
a
Jill.
3
Nice shooting,
for
guys.
Lauren Novak, a 4 for Jill Bushell. We've now got a 1-point game. Lauren Novak going with both hands for the throw. Jill throwing with one hand.
Four for Lauren and 4 for Jill. Guys, this
Best
is
throws
your
we've
5th
seen
shot.
yet. Both ladies just
Jill
missing on the
at
bullseye.
14, Lauren at 15.
Time
Would you
to
like kill
decide if they
shots?
want to go for the kill shot.
No kill shots.
Both players declining to go for the kill shot. We might have our first bullseye of this match.
Four points for Jill.
Jill just missing the
Hold up, Lauren, let me
bullseye.
grab that one too. This one looks good. 6. Good bullseye
But
for
it
Lauren.
is a bullseye for Lauren
Switch
Novak.
sides.
So she now takes a 3-point advantage heading into the second half.
Right. 2 points for Jill and 2 points for Lauren.
So shaky throws, but no damage done for Lauren Novak. Still a 3-point lead.
It's 4 points for Lauren. 4 points for Jill.
They just keep going back and forth. A couple of 4s here, and still a 3-point lead for Lauren Novak. Jill Bushell going to have to close some ground here on the final 3 throws. But Lauren Novak not letting her here.
All right. 4 points for Jill. 6 points for
It
Lauren.
is a bullseye,
Bullseye.
for Lauren Novak. Comes at a great time. She's now leading by 5 with just 2 throws to go. Oh, wow.
1 point for Lauren.
That is detrimental for
that for
Lauren
Jill?
Novak. She had
There
this
you go.
one wrapped up with a
10th
bow on
throw,
it, but
and it
a
is
very
a tie
costly
game,
one
34
here on the
apiece.
9th throw.
Yeah.
We've got a tied game heading into the
Do we
final
want
throw.
kill shots? All
They are
right.
declining the kill shot. It all comes down to this. Wow. Oh my goodness. It is pure elation for Jill Bushell. What a match. The most exciting match we've seen thus far today. It all came down to the final throw, and Jill Bushell delivers in one of the biggest moments of her life, a bullseye for the victory. We'll have much more Battle Axe coming up straight ahead. Welcome back to Battle Axe. I'm Joey Danya here at the Bustin Axe Throwing Range in Dubuque, Iowa. We've had some riveting action here today in our first episode of Battle Axe, and we've got one final matchup to bring you here on this episode of Battle Axe, and we're excited for it. Let's get it going. We have Lynn Burkhart representing the Central Perk Coffee Shop taking on Casey Buell here for our final matchup of the day. They'll touch tips of the axes, and we're all set to go.
Don't cross.
And it
0
appeared
for
Lynn
and
crossed
Casey's
the
gonna take
line
4.
there, so it's going to be a footfall.
It's a hard thing to remember.
And it's a 4 for
Step-
Casey
step- just
Buell.
Step to the side, maybe, when you once you've thrown.
Lynn's going to be sure to get her footing right here this time.
It's,
But this time,
for Lynn.
the axe won't stick into
bullseye
that
for
wood.
Casey.
It's a drop. And a bullseye for Casey Buell. He's now taking a commanding lead, 10-0 over Lynn Burkhart. That's close to a bullseye for Casey Buell. Eric Scheisel's
1
going to have to
point
get
for
a
Lynn.
closer look at that one.
6 points for Casey. Good bullseye.
It is a bullseye for Casey Buell. Lynn Burkhart on the board with a 1. Another good throw from
6 points for
Casey
Casey,
Buell.
and that's 4 for Lynn.
It's a bullseye, and it is a 4 for Lynn
Your
Burkhart.
fifth
her
throw,
best
Casey,
throw of the day
22. Lynn, you're at
after a
5.
shaky
Kill
start.
shots. Okay. That's a kill shot for Casey.
So Casey
gonna
going
defer.
for the kill shot. Lynn's going to defer.
All right. That
Casey
is
missing
0
it.
for Casey and 3 for Lynn.
And it's
There you
a
go.
3 for Lynn Burkhart.
Switch
So
sides.
she gains a little bit of ground as we get set for the second half here. It's 22-8, Casey Buell. As we've seen here earlier today, though, anything can happen. So this one's not over yet for Lynn Burkhart, but
Drop for Lynn.
that's certainly not helping her cause. It's a drop.
And 4 for
Casey
Casey.
Buell just missing a bullseye. It's a 4 for Casey Buell
4.
as he's closing in on a victory, leading 26-8 with 4 throws to go.
Right. We're
That
taking
could
3
be a
for Lynn.
bullseye for Casey Buell. Eric Scheisel's going to have to get a closer look
6
at
for
that
Casey.
one. It is a bullseye for Casey Buell.
Are you sure you haven't been like in different axe leagues?
He's got a commanding lead here. Just 3 throws to go. 30-11 Buell over Burkhart.
Yeah.
That
It's,
looks like another
4 for
bullseye
Lynn.
for Casey Buell.
6 for Casey.
It is indeed a bullseye for Casey Buell. And you know what that means, folks. Buell with a chance at a unicorn. Oh my gosh. It is
3
a
for
unicorn for Buell.
Bullseye. Casey, 6 points. 10th throw. We got Lynn at 18.
Final
Casey
throw now.
44. Kill shots.
Casey Buell rolling along.
Casey's going for the kill shot.
Casey looking to really finish strong with a kill shot.
0, Casey. And 3
But he
for
comes
Lynn.
up short.
Nice shooting, guys. Very nice shoot.
Lynn
There you
finishing
go.
with a 3.
Lynn will take 21.
So it is Casey Buell
44.
getting a victory here on his Battle Axe debut. 44-21 over Lynn Burkhart, and a strong finish for Casey Buell, another unicorn on his back half. here on Battle Axe. Let's take a look at the standings after the opening week of the season. It's Matt Bradshaw leading the way, 4-0, and an impressive average score of 50.3 points per game. Behind Bradshaw, it's Casey Nines, Casey Buell, and Eric Scheisel, who, while he's 1-3 on the season, 160 points, an impressive average for Eric Scheisel. For the entire MediaCom crew, I'm Joey Dania. Thanks so much for joining us for this episode of Battle Axe and WATL Action. We'll have plenty more coming up next time from the Bustin Axe Throwing Range. Thanks for watching Battle Axe. We'll see you next time.